Hey, aloha, and what's happening? It's Hal Wilkerson with Hawaii Property Advisors. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are live on a Friday afternoon. It's 4:30 here in the islands, and I'm super excited because I got this brand new system that's set up that's so convenient and so easy for me to put out content. So look for more content coming your way as it relates to Hawaii real estate here in the next coming months. What's going on with me? A couple things. First of all, I'm super excited. Our youngest daughter, she is one. She turned one this week, baby Faith. And tomorrow we are going to have her little birthday party. I'm super excited about it. But even cooler is that my oldest daughter, Aria, she unfortunately, due to the thing that will not be named, we had to cancel her birthday party back in January. And so she's going to have it combined. We're doing a combined thing tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're super excited about it. And so that's what I'm excited about this Friday afternoon. But today what we're doing is actually, so I'm sort of relaunching my podcast, my webcast, whatever you call this thing. And now that I've got something that's very cool to use. And so what I'm doing is I'm starting my regular updates of Hawaii Real Estate Roundup. And so I'm super happy to be back in the saddle again. And let's jump right into it. So today we are doing the 3 trends to watch in 2022, specifically as it relates to the island of Oahu. Now, if you watch this show, there's a very good chance that you're very interested in Hawaii real estate, specifically Oahu. And I've identified really 3 key trends that I think are going to shape the market in 2022. And, really it's going to look a little different this year. As you know, coming off of the pandemic, we've really had like this massive, disruption in 2019. I mean, the economy was just, stroking. I mean, it was just going, we were on fire. Everybody, we got into 2020, thinking, this year is really going to be amazing. And obviously, March of 2020 hit and things changed up a little bit. But what we've come through is I think we're on the tail end of that. And so now we're starting to see some economic factors that are trickling down to cause actually not just some economic factor or not just some sort of national effects, but we're actually seeing them here locally specifically. And so the first thing that we've identified is that we are going to start seeing a shift in the island of Oahu. I think where we're really going to see a large growth pattern is going to be on the windward side. And specifically, I feel like we're going to be moving to the north on the windward side. So, this is a map of Oahu. We've got the Ewa Plain, Kapolei out here, which is really big. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. You might not be able to. But it's on the left, west side there. Then you've got Pearl Harbor right in the middle, and Waipahu, Pearl City, Aiea. Those have all been pretty well picked over because it's all right in town. Not that there's not inventory there, but it's really, it's strained and tight in that area, to say the least. Of course, then we've got town Honolulu. Then we've got moving out to Ainahaina, Hawaii Kai, and then all the way around to Waimanalo and Kailua. Kailua has just been on fire as well. But one of the things that I'm starting to see as a trend here in 2022 is that we're starting to see a move farther north on the windward side. And what that means is that there's a lot of little undiscovered spots. And really this part of the island has been kind of undiscovered. In fact, I'm really second guessing myself if I should even be talking about this, because there's so many little deals that are popping up that can be had over there. And, the difference is that there is going to be a little bit more of a drive time to get to town, but it's not huge. But it's got some of the most famous world-class beaches are over there, really, really nice. But that inventory, it's largely been ignored because just everybody wants to be in town. But what we're seeing because of the massive pool of buyers that we've got, people that are seriously moving to Hawaii and they're doing everything they can to get a place here in Hawaii, they're just finding that we're having to move a little farther out. And the path of progress to the west I'm not saying it's done. Ho'opili is a massive construction project out here on the Ewa Plain that's going to continue to sell and to fill for all those new houses. But for those, those $1 million to $1.5 million to $2 million estates, we're talking like, 20,000 square feet of land, half an acre or larger is really where people are running to come to Hawaii, and they're wanting to get a little more space. That's where we're finding the movement. And so I feel like that trend is going to continue. I really feel like we're going to see a lot of growth on that northeast corridor, sort of north of Kaneohe, like Haiku, all the way up to Ka'ava, Hauula, Lai, Kahuku. That is really where I feel like we're going to see a lot of movement in this year. And so that's the number one trend I think that we're going to identify. The second thing, I think this is actually obviously affecting us globally. Interest rates are increasing. There's no fact. I mean, there's no kidding. The interest rates are increasing, and these are just, I clipped a few headlines here. Mortgage rates are rising at the highest level since the start of the pandemic. U.S. mortgage interest rates climbed for the fourth straight week. A rapid rise in mortgage rates startles homeowners. Blame inflation fears. So what is that going to affect? What kind of effect is that going to have on us as the interest rates are increasing? It's not rocket science. But basically as money gets more expensive to borrow, you're going to have less people borrowing it, bottom line. And what is that going to do to the buyer pool? It's going to reduce the buyer pool. Underwriting requirements are going to be higher. You're going to need to come in with a little more cash. Your debt to income is going to have to look a little different, because what you could have afforded even as recent as December, you have to top, your affordability index could go down by, several, I don't know, maybe $100,000 just by one simple point adjustment. And so in the interest rates. And so we're at like the high threes right now. We're basically back to 2019 levels, to be real. So maybe what we're starting to see is a little bit more of a retraction to finally see a little bit of a cooling off of this market. But it does take a couple of years really for the real estate markets to move. But the interest rates, having the interest rates increasing is really going to, I think it's going to help thin out the buyer pool a little bit, which is going to provide a little bit relief. So it's going to bring that massive seller's market that it's been identified as a seller's market. It's going to start tipping that needle a little bit more to the middle. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel is we're going to see here in 2022 as the interest rates are rising. All right. And then next up is we're going to see more inventory becoming available. Okay. Obviously there's been a lot of people have been sitting on the sidelines the last couple of years thinking, man, this market's just going crazy. But so it takes some time, right? When you start identifying that, for people to sort of decide, okay, well, what is it we need to do? How are we going to do it? Where are we going to move? All of the different questions that take some time to answer for, the aggregate are starting to get answered. So what I feel like we're going to start seeing is more inventory is going to be available. People are starting to realize, man, I've got so much equity in my house. Do I really need this much space? I can just sell and we can downsize. And now we'll have a nice big fat, nest egg from the equity that we get from our house. And so we're seeing more and more of that happen. And I feel like that's going to be a big trend that's going to be continuing for 2022. So those are really my top three trends that I've identified to watch in Oahu here coming up in 2022. And so that's it. Listen, if you're watching and you're appreciating and enjoying this, I would really appreciate a subscribe or a like or a comment. Give me a like, at least give me a like, will you? If you're on YouTube, we love to put out content on a regular basis. And so YouTube is probably my favorite place, but now we're broadcasting across all of them. So just give us a little subscribe, give us a little love. We would appreciate that. And then if you have any specific comments or specific questions, go ahead and type those in the comments as well, and I'll answer every one of them, okay? I love to engage with my viewers, and so if you have any comments about any of these three trends, let me have it. I'd love to see what you've got. All right, with that being said, drum roll, please. Let's get into the roundup. So let's see here. We are going to do this. And we're going to do this so you can see my smiling face. Not that that matters, but Um, so today we are going to go from Manoa to Hauula. So I took a little bit of a look at this. So the roundup, if this is your first time watching the roundup, one of the things that we do with the Hawaii Real Estate Roundup is I watch the highs, the medians, and the lows on a regular basis. And so if you watch this stream for any amount of time over time, if you watch it long enough, you'll really get an idea of what sort of the high level properties on Oahu are trading for, what the sort of the median price ranges are trading for, as well as the lows. And it really, if you're a consumer looking at buying, this is how you can go ahead and get a good idea of what trends are. And so we do this for single families and we do it for condos. And so that's a little bit about how it works. So let's jump right in. So today, top of the stack here for our single families. These are all new listings today for Friday, February 4th, 2022. Top of the stack is a $1.7 million, 1,800 square foot Manoa little cottage. All right. Brought to you by Mr. Ihara from the Ihara Home Team. Daniel Ihara, congratulations on your listing, sir. Are you looking for a home on a large lot located in the highly coveted Lower Manoa Valley with lots of potential and room to expand? Come see this well-maintained room reminiscent of old Hawaii that's been upgraded with copper plumbing. That's always a good thing. Grounded electrical, also a good thing. Vinyl windows, vinyl flooring. Imagine the opportunities to customize your floor plan, improve your view, increase square footage. You can make this your forever home. You'll love the incredible mountain and valley views that can be enjoyed from the kitchen, living room, and master bedroom. The enclosed carport increases square footage for your family. Appreciate the impressive amount of storage space. Quiet street, East Manoa Road. You'll not be deep in the valley. And that is always one of the draws to the Lower Manoa, is that it's, you don't have to drive all the way back in there because it is a little bit of a hike. And the traffic can add up in Manoa. But imagination and a little sweat are all you need to convert this incredibly large lot. Now, when he says incredible large lot, we're talking about 7,500. I don't know if incredibly large would be the right word for it, but that is a good size lot for Manoa. And by the looks of it, it probably has a pretty good feel to be very, very big. So, excellent. Considering they are in Manoa, that is a fair size lot. There we are. You can see sort of this, I think is, that's the Stan Sheriff over at University of Hawaii, Manoa. So this is the UH Manoa campus over here. And then this is sort of the backside of Punahou, right over in this area. And so, yeah, but you can see, you're going to be minutes to downtown Waikiki. And there we are looking back of the valley. So this is kind of the back of Manoa. By the way, for those of you that love hiking, right back here in the back of Manoa is the Manoa hike, the Manoa Falls. It's a really good hike. It's an easy one. There's not any elevation gain to speak of, other than just some gradual elevation gain over time. It can get a little muddy. I haven't been in a while, but I've heard that they did quite a bit of work on it, and it's in great shape now. So, but the Manoa Valley hike is a very popular one for the tourists. If you've never been to Hawaii, it's a great option for an introductory hike. And the falls are amazing in the back. They really are. So, but yeah, so Lower Manoa, you can see where you're at there, avoiding the Upper Manoa traffic. Exactly. Yeah, Upper Manoa can get a little crowded. There we go. Easily get to work by hopping on East Manoa Road. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Punahou is kind of this area right here. Okay, let's take a look at the inside. Imagine the fragrant aromas that will waft from your newly renovated kitchen after putting in a little sweat and equity. So they're like selling it like, imagine the renovated kitchen. It's not been renovated, but just imagine it. I like that. That's good. Copper plumbing, upgraded electrical, great bones to upgrade this kitchen to your heart's desire. Obviously, that's selling it right there. 1.75 million is what they're asking for this one. Large living room space, gorgeous views of Manoa Valley, ko'olaus while seamlessly connecting to your spacious kitchen. There we are. Master bedroom to the ultimate place for that much needed R&R after a long day. See, these guys, Dan, you're doing it right, sir. I don't even have to tell you. You're a 20-year veteran of this business, but This is what I love when they're really telling the story in the descriptions of the photos. Spacious master bathroom offers tons of potential to convert it to that perfect place to get ready for the day and wind down after being out and about. No stand-up shower. Oh yeah, there is a stand-up shower in there. Okay. Yeah, they got a little like shower room kind of thing. Kind of interesting. I feel like I've been inside this house before. Although, yeah, there's a lot of those houses in Lower Manoa do kind of look like this because they were built by the same guy. I actually, there was a guy in that my friend Sam actually used to live in Upper Makiki. No, actually it was Lower Makiki, which is like one valley over from here. But he had a house that was almost exactly like this, and this actually it feels like that house. But anyway, oh look at there. So what is this? An enclosed carport? Interesting. So it looks like they had a plan to make this carport into something else. So they went ahead and covered it up with a plywood wall there. Or you could just rip that out and make it a driveway, like an actual carport. Or you could finish it. I mean, it's like like on the mainland, you could finish it like a basement and add some usable space to the home. So it's actually pretty nice. Laundry chute. Look at that. They got a laundry chute connected to the upper floors. You'll love the space in your downstairs laundry room with laundry, sink, and a toilet. All right. So you can take care of all your business down in the laundry room. And you got a crawl space under here with wood pallets ready to go. Copious amounts of storage under the home with wood pallets ready to go. All right. Let's talk termites real quick. Ground termites. So this is post and pier construction. So this is the pier and these are the posts built on them. And ground termites are a very real thing in Hawaii, as they are in most of the Sunbelt states. And so we will oftentimes, this is, but these are good. I mean, this wood looks to be in pretty good shape, but this is one of those things. And I'm thinking about doing a video on home inspections and all the different components of home inspections. But your home inspector, when you're getting into escrow and you're buying a house or even selling it, your inspector, the home inspector is going to come under here and get a good look. And then also your termite inspector is especially going to look under here because this is where you're going to find the termites. But a lot of these post and pier homes have this storage space underneath, especially if it's built on a grade. You'll have a little bit of space where you can use to store your old surfboards or bikes or boxes or whatever. Just it's kind of like the opposite of an attic, just underneath instead of up above. But anywho, that's interesting. You don't have to waste money renting an offsite storage locker thanks to excessive amount of storage underneath your new house. Now it's hard to tell, but I don't know. It looks like it's like 3 or 4 feet here. So yeah, you'd have a lot of extra storage space. Interesting sales pitch, but that works. All right. Whether your family wants to build, expand, or keep this large storage space, the opportunities are endless. Looks like a nice mango. Think of the incredible potential to add an ADU and or expand the additional square footage. Yeah, that's true. A lot of these lots and a lot of these houses in Manoa have either been CPR'd or they've got a much larger house built on them, or you can put an ADU on that. So you do have a lot of opportunity with this one actually at 1.7. Upgraded electrical, copper plumbing, vinyl windows, tons of space to expand. What more could you ask for to get started on creating your forever home? So yeah, very cool. Manoa Valley. So that is the top of the stack on today, Friday, the 4th of February. Let's go down to the median now. So remember what I was talking about a while ago? I said, where's the path? Where's stuff moving? This is Haiku Knolls. This is going to be just north of Kaneohe. So in fact, I'll show you on the map here where this little guy is. So, it's Haiku right here up on the north side of Kaneohe. I mean, we're just continuing to see properties come online that are going to be heading north. What's going on here? Yeah. So Kahalu, you got Ahuimanu, on up to Kualoa is going to be up here. Chinaman's Ranch is going to be around. Nobody really calls it Waikane. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. For the immediate locals, maybe they do, but it's not a name that you hear very often. But anyway, Haiku Knolls is where this little guy is. So this is the middle of the stack today. 1.2 is what they're listed at. So 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,300 square feet of living space, total of 2,700 square feet of living space, a 7,600 square foot lot, which is actually about the same. It's a little bit larger than the lot we just looked at in Manoa. Large, high ceilings. That's nice. Now, see, this is where it would have been a great opportunity to tell a story underneath the photos. So, you can tell a lot of, if you add a little description underneath the photos, it helps tell a lot of the story. Pictures do tell 1,000 words, but sometimes words with pictures, it's like a multiplier. I don't know. Call me crazy. But dining area there, a little older chandelier. I love that. Look at those flag. What do you call those slate stones? This, I think it's a slate flooring. Yeah. That's very cool. They've actually, I even have a fireplace there, and I love that. That's nice. This is a nice little find for 1.2. Huh. It's in Haiku, so it's just north of Kaneohe. I wonder if they've got any views here. Interesting. It's a very interesting layout. Got a couple of standalone vanities kind of in the open air. Is this a bathroom? Is that a shower? Okay. Interesting. Got the subway tiles here. Some recent updates here. Got a little bit of got some interesting appliances there. You can see a little bit of the ko'olaus out of the backside here. This is interesting. It's got a very open, airy feel to it. Obviously, we'd want to take a look at it to see a little more, and you got a 2-car garage, and you've got some solar. You can see these are the inverters for the solar panels. Anytime you see that in a garage, that's what's going on there. And the outside, the exterior of that. Yeah, this is nice. Well done. Who's doing this listing again? This was from Courtney Takai. Congratulations, Courtney. Very nice listing there. Asking for 1.2 in 2,300 square feet. Well, 2,700 actually, if you count the garage and the lanai. So very nice, but that's the middle of the stack. That's actually a nice find. So again, it'll be interesting to see what kind of action they get on that one over in Haiku. Let's see. They've got first showing is Sunday, this coming Sunday. The offer deadline is next Thursday, the 10th by 5, and 72 hours for offer review is what they're going to do. So anybody wants to go take a look at that one, by all means, let me know. I am happy to do a virtual tour for you, or go to one of those open houses if you're off island but interested in buying a place out here. So that was the median, which is right at 1.2, which is right around where the median is. And then let's go down to the bottom one. Hey, look at there. Hau'ula, again, on the north side. I mean, on the east side, on the north end of the east side, Hau'ula. I love this little community. This one is a 5,000 square foot lot. We got a 1,200 square foot 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It is above average, which is rare over in Hau'ula. A beautiful Hau'ula, just a short distance from the beach. Charming single-level home with 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths on a flat lot. Ample area to plant a garden and create a lush landscape. Enough space for 2 cars to park under the carport. Fully fenced property, close to shopping center, school, and bus stop. Hau'ula has much to offer the country-minded. New roof, plus properties fully fenced. Adjacent to Asia Pacific International School campus with green fields and a good mountain view. Presented by Catherine White. Congratulations on your listing, Catherine. $795 is what they're asking for this little guy up on the 1,200 square feet up on Hau'ula side. Let's take a look at the inside, see what it looks like. Oh, they've got one of those stretcher things where you stick your feet in it and it turns you upside down. Folds you up like a 8th grade love note. Oh, that's a window to the ocean. Oh, wait, no, that's a TV. And that's not a real picture on that TV, by the way. Thanks, Photoshop. Nice little small cottage there. I mean, you got 3 bedrooms. You got a carport for 2 cars. Looks like you got a closable gate for privacy. Backside, we'll take a look at the map, but it looks like the backside is just the property of that school they were mentioning. Got a little shed. You could put a she shed out there on the side, or you could take that down and just make it a nice big side yard. Although it could be like a little play area there. So there you are. Yeah, you're literally like, I don't know, a couple hundred yards from the ocean. You would more than likely hear the waves. Actually, not more than likely, you definitely would hear the waves there at night. There's Kahuku up north where you can see the windmills. And now we're looking south into the Ko'olaus over there. I don't know what stream this is, but yeah, you're backed up against that. And so I think they mentioned this is owned by the school. So very low odds that there's going to be anything developed behind you. It's a nice little find. This is, for that close to the ocean, this is actually a nice little guy. So you have a nice square. So again, 7,500 square feet of a lot. 7,600 square feet actually. Considering that house is 1,200 feet, yeah, I guess that's about right. It just feels like it's not that big. But, every property is different depending on how the houses are arranged on it. So this is your 2-car carport, and then your 1,200 square foot yard, and then your shed there. So very nice. But that's the bottom of the stack. So 795, Hau'ula. That's that's the low end of your low end of the inventory. So let's jump into the condos today and see what we have there. All right, so we've got a pretty good chunk, 36 new properties online here in the condo category. Number 1 is going to be this little guy over in Kahala at the Regency. 1.8 is what they're asking for this little guy. New listing, rarely available, stunning unobstructed panoramic Diamond Head Ocean and coastline views from this high floor. This is unit 23C. 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, covered parking at the Regency at Kahala, just below the penthouse. This corner unit features 1,400 square feet of interior living space, central AC, spacious lanai, dramatic views. Regency at Kahala is Kahala's premier high-rise luxury high-rise condo, only 4 units per floor, conveniently located in one of the sought-after neighborhoods. Yes. If you're shopping in Kahala, you probably already know that. $1,800 on the monthly fees, though, but it does include, wait for it, cable TV, hot water, and other common expenses, sewer and water. So very, very high end on the condo association fees, but you can see you're looking at some mighty nice views here. Kahala is a very nice neighborhood. There you can see the backside of Diamond Head. Looks like this is the one of the corner units, 23C. Yep. All right. Looks like it's been a little bit of time since they've updated the kitchen there. All right. Nice views. Got your little home office there. Second bath with a shower. Got a little dressing area there. And then you've got your lanai with a nice view looking west. Sunset's going to be sort of in that direction over there. So you're kind of looking west here. And then there's a big panoramic view. I don't know if that's from like the top of the unit or what, but there it is, the Regency. Nice open airy entrance. I always love the lobbies in Hawaii condos. It's always so easy to just make it nice and open and airy, and I love it. Hawaii is so great. Look at that. You can just feel the open airiness of it. Focus on your fitness. That's a good idea. Absolutely. Got a pool there. And there you go again, kind of seeing that. It's kind of a small pool, but it is a pool nonetheless. There's your parking spot. Oh, nice. Your parking spot is right there. It looks like you have stairs that go right down into the lobby. So convenient parking spot too, it looks like. And there we go. So that's top of the stack for the condos today. Let's go ahead and head down to the middle of the stack for the condo category. So we're at 36 of them today. Do we want to stay in? Well, let's go to Waikiki. Let's go to the Lilikalani Gardens, 638. Middle of the stack for condos. We're going to go to Waikiki, the Lilikalani Gardens. And this one is built in 1984 and 907 square feet. We're looking at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. All right. Ooh. Unfortunately, this one is not legal for short-term rentals, but it's going to have some nice views. Let's see, what do they have for listing photos here? There's the pool. There's the gardens. There's the door. There's part of the bar and part of Diamond Head and the windows looking out in the TV. Central air looks like, if it's still operable. Some of these older buildings, they did the central air like that, but they've since shut it off. So we'll have to check and see if this one has still got it. But if it does, that's nice. There's a little broader, wider, reused photo from the MLS. You can see high central MLS superimposed on high central MLS. So that's an old retread of the listing photo. Sorry. I'm gonna call that one out. Man. For a $600,000 condo, I don't know. I think we would want to spend a little more time on a little better photos, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So, yeah, nice golf course views of the Alawai. That's the Alawai Golf Course, by the way. This is the Alawai Golf Course, and this is the Alawai Golf Course. But that is a public course that you can play for relatively cheap right outside of Waikiki. So, believe it or not, I've never played that course. It does fill up pretty quick, so you got to really want it to play there. But if you're staying or living in Waikiki, you can get it. But anyway, so presented by Mr. Thomas Tay. Thomas, congratulations! It's very a listing that is I'm sure will do great for you. And yeah, I got some beautiful views. All right, so but that is the middle of the stack today for the condos. And finally, let's bring it home with the bottom of the stacks. We got a couple of coming soons, and then we've got something over at Central West. That's going to be a fee available in Salt Lake, 1-bedroom, 1-bath for $119. Yeah, let's go over to, well, there's the Ala Moana Condotel. Let's go check out Lusitania. We'll take that one as our bottom of the stack. So this is going to be the Lusitania Holly, $220,000. Lusitania is right across the street from Queens Hospital, right off Punch Bowl, close to town. Rarely available opportunity of investors and first-time home owned buyers. Large open space with doors that can be closed for privacy. What other reason would you close a door? Just kidding. Bad joke. Maintenance fee includes electricity and gas. Pet-friendly building, very close to Queens Hospital. Correct. 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 395 square feet. Let's take a look. All right. So you got your jalousie windows. It doesn't look like they've done a whole lot of work, which is just fine. That happens in this market. People just want to sell. Sell. I guess maybe that's what they mean for the doors that can be closed for privacy. So those are like the old church fellowship hall doors. Remember those? The old accordion doors. And then you can close off the other side of the room. It's all good. They work. They provide privacy. Otherwise, it's just like a big one open bedroom studio kind of a thing. So, but this is not a bad entree into. There's the Lusitania Holly. What are we asking for this one again? $220,000. And what are these guys doing? So it's a walk up. It doesn't look like they have elevators here. Yeah, no elevators. So this one will be a walk up. You're looking at, yeah, this is the top floor. So kind of humbug because you've got to climb up 3 floors. But, it is what it is. You're going to be in an excellent location. Monthly fees are $565. Does include electricity. That's good. And it includes hot water. So that's actually a pretty good deal for $565. So that'd be a great little entree into the condo market here if you were open to that. So, all right. Well, listen, I am going to wrap it up here. I want to say, I forgot to put it at the front, but if you've watched all the way through here and you're thinking about buying a home in Hawaii and you want to do it with us, go ahead and mention that you watched this video. You get $500 off your closing costs. It'll come in the form of a credit from your buyer's agent, and it'll be $500 off your closing costs. And you get a free gift if you go to hpahomes.com/buying, enter your information there, and you get a free gift. Okay. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. Happy Aloha Friday. And until next time, God bless and aloha. See you next time. Thanks so much. Hey, give me a like and give me a subscribe and drop a comment or question down below if you've watched this far. I'd love to connect with you. All right. Thanks so much. See ya.